Every day, millions of Americans face legal challenges that have the potential to upend their lives. An unfair eviction, an overwhelming medical bill, or an immigration challenge, just to name a few examples. These aren't criminal issues. They're legal challenges that can happen to any of us. But without help, they have the potential to spiral into devastating consequences for families.
So many people in my community have to navigate these issues alone without legal help because of the lack of attorneys and because of their lack of resources to pay for private attorneys. This can be really hard for people to do because of the stress that they're under and because they're unfamiliar with a system that's not designed for everyday people to navigate.
Especially when they don't know what they need. So if you don't know what questions to ask, you don't know what to ask, and so you often suffer as a result of that.
At Legal Aid, for every person that walks in, we turn one down. We don't have the resources to help everyone that comes to our doorsteps. We have a huge number of staff in my eyes, but not enough to help the community. The problems are too big. The need is incredible. And any ability to expand resources is necessary. We talk about equal justice under law. There is no equal justice under law if you turn people away when they need you the most.
So we've tried to solve the justice crisis the same way for 70 years, by a kind of one-size-fits-all solution, which is trying to give everyone attorneys. And the 70 years that we've tried to solve the problem in that single way show us that that doesn't work. So we need to start thinking beyond lawyers only to other kinds of helpers and other kinds of help that can assist people with these really critical issues.
There's no way we're going to lawyer our way out of this problem. The number of people who need help hasn't changed, even at a time when the number of lawyers has grown tremendously. We need to build capacity beyond the legal profession.
And frankly, in many cases, lawyers aren't actually trained to do this kind of work. That's why you need justice workers who have specialized training in particular areas to meet targeted needs.
So I'm an immigrant, and I have always been my parents' interpreter, person who takes care of all of their issues. And as a young person, I was able to meet someone from a community-based organization who told me that my parents could get relief from government. And I was like, what are you talking about? This person was someone who had worked at a community-based organization that I happened to meet. And they were able to guide me and to help me help my parents.
My hope coming out of this task force is that we will identify very concrete needs that justice workers can help meet.